Hello, my name is Spider Man, and whoa, wait, what is this doing at my review station? Hey! Hey everybody, it's BTC here. Today we'll be reviewing the Marvel Legends Big Time Spider Man. The packaging of this figure is actually quite cool. It has a very nice green overall, and I don't know if you can see that, if I can just bring it down here. It says 80 years, as this is a celebration of Marvel's 80th anniversary, which is very nice. It's, again, cool green, has cool background, and has a very nice artwork of the Big Time Spider-Man. Now it's time to open the packaging. And then, little thing there. Now, this figure is definitely opened before. I opened it, because this accessory, as we'll get in later, sucks butts. Now, out of the box, this figure looks amazing. I like the green on the black, and there's some paint splashes here and there, but that's neither here nor there for now. But anyway, as we continue, I mean, we all know Spider-Man's story, the basics, radioactive spider, uncle is dead, with great power comes great responsibility, accidentally just in his girlfriend, and she died of radioactive.
Ew, dude, what the fuck?
The posability on this guy is pretty good. I mean, you have the butterfly joints and everything, but we're mostly here looking at the paint. And as I said, it's really nicely done, but there are some splashy parts, at least on my figure. If you can see here, the lines are fuzzy right there, it's a bit messy. And, well, again, that's just nitpicks, and I feel like on other figures it's probably better. But, it's alright.
That's funny. That's a funny.
Now, this particular costume from Spider-Man comes from a comic called Big Time, and it's actually a way to protect himself from supersonic vibrations. Otherwise, he's just gonna go deaf, and we all know that Spider-Man doesn't really want to go deaf. He's not Daredevil, although he can be, spider sense and all that. There's multiple versions of it in the comics. It actually goes red at some point because a clone of Peter Parker takes the suit, and the suit says, "You're not Peter Parker," and then he says, "Shut up." And then he stabs it, and then it just goes for some reason. I wish I was kind of making this up, but I'm not. That's just how the comics goes. Anyway, this figure, again, as I said multiple times now, looks amazing. A little bit of splotches, but I think we should now go into the articulation. Now, the articulation on this figure is actually pretty good, and it's pretty standard for Marvel Legends, but humor me for a second. You have a little bit of a head tilt, butterfly joint there, goes up this far, down this far, has a little swivel here, a double jointed elbow.
What did you just say?
Double jointed elbow.
Forgot the nice and spicy.
Swivel at the hand, hinge joint there too. An ab crunch, the swivel here at the lower torso. It can go up this far and go back this far. It has a nice spread. It has a swivel here. Nice and spicy bend. And a joint here, little swivel. And of course, little pivot, and that's pretty good, honestly. No boy, he's packing with accessories. First, we have his interchangeable hands. He has another flipping hand, different from the ones already on him. We got two open hands, one for each hand, of course, and his other fist hand. These are all nicely painted, and they have that little circle in the middle of his palm, like in the comics. We also have this web. This is not the original one. This is just some string, because the original one sucks. It sucks. It's hard plastic. It had a little loop around it, and it was reused from like 2 decades ago. Hasbro, what the f? Now for the size comparisons. Here I am.
Perfectly normal human being.
Anyway, now for size comparisons. Here I am against the figure. Here he is also compared to the superposable Spider-Man from the Spider Man II movie from 2003. And I don't have another figure to oh, hey, look at that figure.
Yes.
And here he is compared to the Green Goblin from I don't know which wave, because I don't own this figure.
It's still mine.
Overall, this figure is pretty cool. I mean, I'm kind of sad about his articulation not being to its full potential, maybe due to a defect, and his paint's a bit sloppy, but mostly clean throughout. And, well, again, it's just a cool look for Spider-Man. I give this figure a 4 out of 5. And now that's the end of this review. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys see the rest of them. I don't know how the other guys, I don't know how Redacted and Yote do this. I don't watch their videos.
Can you get out of my house?
No, I'm not getting out.
Get out of my house! Alright, you know what? You know what? Now that you're here, I bought a figure for like $5. I really don't want to review it. Just hit me.
Hey guys, it's the script from the from the BTC. And
Louder!
Hey guys, it's Dusky from the BTC, and today we're going to be reviewing the Game & Vs Spider Man PS4 Spider Armor Mark II. Okay, now the packaging on this guy is kind of cool. You know, it's different from the normal black.
Better do this better, or else I'm gonna make you watch Big Chungus Pokemon Hot Moments number 2 right now.
No. The packaging on this figure is actually quite cool. It has a different white due to the Gamerverse, and you know, I kind of like it. It's kind of like the Venom Wave that came out a while ago. You have the back of the packaging. You know, first we have this really nice splash of the Spider Armor Mark II in game. And then we have this back, and you can see that there's more figures in this line. There's 2 other Gamerverses, Superior Octopus, Vulture, and Shang-Chi. And it all combines to make, you know, the Hobgoblin. And let's read the back of the box. Peter Parker upgrades his spider suit with the advanced technology known as Spider Armor Mark II. Wait, it says 3? No, wait, no. No! Now it's time to open the box.
Don't act motivated. You know there's a 6th version, right?
No! But anyway, I actually quite like this costume, at least the comic version. I'm not a big fan of the eyes on this one, but that's more of a preference thing. But everything else looks nice. The texturing on the torso looks pretty good, and the articulation, although probably not as top notch as previous reviews and previous Legends that I've owned, it's still pretty good. Now, out of the packaging, this figure looks pretty good, and, you know, backstory on this costume, it's actually called the Ends of the Earth Spider-Man, or at least that's where it appears in, and in the game, there's no real backstory to it. It's just a nice video game costume. It's unlockable. It's like an upgrade, supposedly, and I guess that makes sense. But, you know, I'm not a big fan of the eyes that they put in the game, and especially on this figure, but that's more of a preference thing. And again, there's no real backstory to it. I mean, there's a backstory in the comics, but it's mostly just an armor to fight Dr. Octopus. There's no, like, funny, gross thing. There's no, like, jig. Now, when it comes to accessories, this figure doesn't actually have much. He has the Build-A-Figure piece from the Hobgoblin, and a bit of jig. I mean, what?
Did I tell you?
No, please!
Alright, that's it! Yeah, you like that, don't you? You like that Dumper Doodle Suffer! What the are you guys doing?
And here we have it next to the Big Tem Spider-Man.
You gotta be louder, he has the chocolate
Okay.
Wait, is that Jim? You...
And here we have it right next to the Big Tem Spider-Man. And here we have it right next to the super foldable Spider-Man from Spider Man 2. And, of course...
I'm not giving you my Green Goblin figure, man.
Alright, fine. And here we have it next to me. Now my final thoughts on this figure. I like the paint job, I like the little highlights of blue, and I quite like the sculpting and the design. I had a little grip with the eyes, and the articulation I just didn't do the articulation. Now overall on this figure, I quite like it. I like the sculpting, I like the colors, the eyes are a bit weird, and its articulation isn't as good as, let's say, Big Tem Spider-Man, but, you know, it's an overall good figure, and I'd recommend it. It's probably like a 3 out of 5. It's pretty good. Anyway, can I,
Yeah, yo, can we...
No! You guys have to work harder!
No!
I'm just staying here until you finish the whole review!
Please!
What are you guys doing in my house?
He's
got the belt!